Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing an unboxing and have a first look at this Motorola Edge50 Neo smartphone. And this is a new mid-range smartphone. In fact, I feel this can be a pretty good handset considering the specs that we are getting on this one. And there are some things that we were always asking Motorola to give, they have actually given on this smartphone. In fact, this is, I believe, the only smartphone in this price category that is getting the military 810 rating. For example, for rugged laptops, generally you get that rating, that military standard. This one has got it. Of course, this also has the IP68 rating. And also, the camera is supposed to be good on this one. It has the main light sensors, the 50 megapixel, but also has a telephoto zoom, which is optical image stabilization, and generally we don't see that in this price point. And of course, many of people were telling that most of the Motorola Edge phones had that curved screen, but this is one has having a flat screen. And in fact, the screen also is a LTPO 120 hertz screen. Yes, you heard, LTPO moves from 1 hertz to 120 hertz. And I know the pricing of this one. This is going to be launching, for example, let me just show what comes in the box. So this we open and we have some contents here. I think this must be the case, and these cases will be color coded, SIM ejector tool, some paperwork, and again this is also wrapped in paper, so no plastic whatsoever. And I like the case they are giving. This is that bluish color case that you're getting, and it's a plastic case, not a rubber case or something, so nice. Let me just put that to the side, and here is the device itself. Let's just open it up, and that lovely Pantone color, very nice color, and it also has that Pantone sticker. It says this color is known as Nautica Blue. Also comes in other 3 colors, a total of 4 colors, all are Pantone colors, so feels actually very nice. And this back continues that vegan leather kind of a finish that we are seeing, and it actually has 3 proper triple camera setups, no gimmicks of 2 megapixel or stuff like that. I'll come back to that. And again, if you notice, completely flat. It's a POLED screen, 120 hertz, but a LTPO screen. And the handset also, though it's having that military rating, I thought it would be pretty heavy. This is not heavy at all. And if I see, the weight is 171 grams, so pretty light for IP68 plus a military 810 rated device. So I'll keep that to the side. Here we still get a Type-C 68 watt charger. I believe this is a 68 watt charger that you're getting, Type-C, and the Type-C cable. So nice to see Motorola is still one of those rare brands who is giving accessories and even the case inside a box. So nice to see that, and you get that 68 watt fast charger also. So let me give you a physical overview first, and then we will continue. And yes, it also says Dolby Atmos. Yes, this is supposed to have stereo speakers also, so that is still there. And says Dolby Atmos. We have a secondary noise cancellation microphone over here, and here volume rockers, power on off button, and there is one more vent over here, and bottom will be your speaker, Type-C port, your main microphone, your SIM tray will be here, dual SIM of course, and here nothing. Again, one thing to note is that in India it's only going to come in one variant, and only one variant that comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM, and the storage will be 256 gigabytes of storage, which is UFS 2.2. Of course, it supports all the 5G bands, in fact 16 5G bands. And I also like the fact that they are also giving NFC on this one, and I know the pricing of this one, so let me talk about the pricing. This is going to be launching during that Flipkart Billion Day, and it will be launched for 23,999. But during that sale period, there'll also be additional 1,000 rupees offers if you use specific cards, so you can have it for about 23,000. And I feel for that price point it will be good. We'll also test out the camera in the later part of the video. I'll try to use it and see. So the camera is also very functional, as I've told you. Main camera is a 50 megapixel that also has optical image stabilizer f1.8. It's the Sony LYTIA sensor, that is 700C. Second, we have the 13 megapixel ultra wide, plus again Motorola is doing this, you can also do macro with that. And we also have a 3x optical zoom with OIS. This is generally not found in this price point. Generally, if it's even there, that 3x optical zoom, they don't give OIS, but we have that. So I have high expectations with the camera. Front facing is supposed to be 32 megapixel. In hand build is good. Of course, the screen is POLED, and again, it's a 1.5K, so a lot higher resolution than full HD plus that we are getting on this one. So initial impressions, the build quality looks to be good. In fact, guys, here are all the specs. And one big thing that we have always been talking about Motorola and giving them feedback is, one was regarding the cameras, but I feel now in the last, at least the Edge50 series, they have really improved the camera. So I'm hoping this one will also be good. But the other thing was regarding the Android upgrades. Even in their slightly more expensive devices, they were only giving 2 Android upgrades. But I'm happy to say that with this smartphone, Motorola is finally going to give 5 Android upgrades. Yes, out of the box this comes with Android 14, but they say that this will be getting up to Android 19. That is 5 Android OS upgrades, 5 years of OS upgrades. And this time Motorola told us that the Android upgrades will be a lot faster, unlike the previous history where they used to get delayed quite a bit. So that's nice to see. Let me quickly just boot this. Also, I completely forgot, we also have wireless charging on this one. I was not expecting that. So in terms of specs, actually pretty good. The processor is a mid-range processor. That's the MediaTek Dimensity 7300. Let it actually boot out, guys. And again, if you notice, the screen is almost edge to edge, and that flat design you are getting with this one. So let me just actually set this up, and I'll use it for some time, and later on give you my initial impressions. So guys, this is the next day, and I've used the smartphone for a day. So let me give you my overview. What did I feel about it? And the first thing is that this screen is actually a good quality screen that we are getting on this one. So very good for multimedia content. And in fact, the stereo speakers are pretty good. Let me actually show you. Let's just go to this copyright free songs. And of course, yes, it does have Dolby Atmos also. Let me just increase the volume. Let's just go over here. As you can see, it's pretty loud. Now let me maximize the volume. This is the max. So as you can see, the audio quality is good, and we have adequate stereo separation. So it's good for multimedia content, watching content and everything. Of course, yes, this is a LTPO screen. So again, very, very good. In terms of smoothness also, I did not have any issues. It's fluid, for example, from web page, etc. If you do scroll like this, as you can see, very, very smooth. And again, Google Feed and all this thing. So that way, it's done well. Also, one more thing is to note is that, let me just go to the setting again. As it's a Motorola phone, very close to stock Android UI experience that you'll be getting. Of course, if you go to the settings in the display, I have actually using the dark theme. By default, one thing I have noticed is that by default, the colors were set to vivid. And I feel here, if it's set to vivid, it boosts the color quite a bit. Actually, the natural colors is the accurate colors. But again, many of you would feel that it's too muted. So I feel Radiant is a good balance that you get. Also, coming to the refresh rate, I did play by forcing it to 120 hertz and it was smooth. But I feel you should just leave it on auto, because that way it will take advantage of that LTPO screen and ramp down whatever to save the battery. Again, as you can see, this is an auto, and then also the UI elements are very, very smooth. So that's actually a good thing. Also, as I've already told you, though this is having that IP68 rating and the military standard, then also the handset is actually not that heavy. So that's actually nice. Also, coming to the in-display fingerprint scanner, I did not have any issues. As you can see, it works as expected. So that way it is good. Also, I like the fact that this this vegan leather indirectly gives you a nice grip, I would say, in the hand. Next thing is, I've already shown you the speakers. The speakers are loud and clear. In day-to-day performance, I would say the phone runs fine. I would say I didn't have any issues with it. Memory management, it's okay. It comes with that 8 gigabytes of RAM and all those things. And typical Motorola UI that you're getting. So clean, actually pretty clean, closer to stock Android experience that you're getting. But I noticed some pre-installed apps, for example, this Facebook, LinkedIn, and this weather app, and this Adobe Scan app were pre-installed. So that's it. No crazy bloatware apps, but these were the apps that I installed. Let me see if we can uninstall this Facebook. If I go to app info, yes, you can uninstall that even if you want that. So that is there. So not a lot of extra junkware apps that were pre-installed on this smartphone. So that is again still something that I like about Motorola, and that close to stock Android experience that you would be actually getting. Again, I like the fact that they have also given NFC, and yes, also the Dolby Atmos option is there on this smartphone. Now Motorola is promising that next 5 years of Android upgrade by default. This comes with Android 14 out of the box, but this will be getting next 5 Android upgrades. So that's actually a nice thing. So that way, I would say in day-to-day performance, the smartphone is good. I like the screen size also. It's not that big or that small, so it's comfortable. Again, guys, here are all the specs for your reference. So again, as you can see, it has all the important specs that you expect. And this MediaTek Dimensity 7300 is a decent processor for day-to-day operations like multimedia consumption, regular apps that you're using, all those things. So that way it does the job. I did not notice any major stutters or anything on this device while I was just using the same. Now coming to the cameras, this triple camera setup, as I've already mentioned, here are the specs for the camera. The front facing is this punch hole 32 megapixel camera. In fact, I've taken a lot of photographs with this one, so here are the photos with the same. Let's start with some pictures taken in my office in artificial lighting, and here as you can see it is actually doing a good job. This is a dull area, and here also as you can see it did a good job. And now some casual shots taken outdoors, and due to that 1.8 aperture you get that natural background blur very easily. This was taken with the main regular lens, and this was with the ultra wide, and this one finally with that 3x zoom. One more example, regular main lens, and this was with that 3x zoom. One more example, there is that Geo fiber router. This is that 3x zoom, and here I digitally zoomed to 11x. One more outdoor shot. This was with the regular lens, and this was ultra wide. I like that the ultra wide has no distortion. One more sample in indoor lighting. This was with the main lens, and this was using that 3x zoom. Some more casual samples that I took, and the close-up shots come out good, but we also have the macro mode, and this was with the macro mode. This was taken in artificial lighting, regular shot, and this was in the portrait mode. In portrait mode, we also have the zoom option, and I use the zoom option here. These are the selfies with the 32 megapixel camera taken in the normal mode, and as you can see it has ample detail, and these were taken in the portrait bokeh mode with the front facing camera. Recording this video with the Moto Edge50 Neo's rear facing camera, and I've actually set it to 4K, guys. There's a little bit of wind that is blowing, and this is a shadowed area as you can see, and this is a pretty sunny area. Let me just go and have a look at the shadowed area. So yes, the exposure is fine, and I'm just walking. As you can see, this uneven grass, and horizon lock option is there, but I'm using the stabilization option in 4K, and I'm walking. So you guys let me know what do you feel about the video recording, and also let me know what do you feel about the audio, as there is a little bit of wind that was blowing when I recorded this video. Simple video, and as you can see again there is a little bit of wind, but I'm going to climb down the steps and wanted to see how was the stabilization. Now I'm climbing down the steps, and you guys have just climbed down again a couple of steps over here, and you guys let me know what do you feel about the stabilization and the video recording in 4K. Now I'm recording with the front facing camera, and the good thing is that the front facing camera also has an option of 4K. By default it is full HD, but I've set it to 4K, and I'm just walking, and I'm just climbed a couple of stairs so that you have an idea how is the stabilization. This is that typical vlog style recording, so that's what it is. And I'll just go. Actually it's pretty sunny today, and this is I'm in the sun. Move to the shadowed area like this, and again as you can see background over here. So this is a quick recording with the front facing camera in 4K. So guys, this was the Motorola Edge50 Neo smartphone, and I have to say Motorola has definitely improved a lot in terms of camera if we compare it with the prior smartphones. And on this smartphone, I was very surprised with the video quality. Even in 4K, when I was moving around and all those things, the video quality was good and the stabilization was good. And I was very surprised that it actually cut down the wind noise. It was very windy, but I was surprised with the output. So even for video, they are actually doing a good job. And I feel if someone is in the mid-range price band and you want a phone with the good, decent specs, want that IP protection, also slightly rugged, it can be now because of that military rating that we are having, good quality screen, stereo speakers, and yes, this is also getting NFC and what do you say, wireless charging. Then you can certainly have a look at this one, because on that Flipkart deal, if you apply that credit card offer, you can get this for about 23,000 rupees. And I think so, for that price of 23,000, considering the specs that you're getting on this one, I think so Motorola has got a winner here. But what do you feel about this Moto Edge50 Neo? Do let me know in the comment section below. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.